on projectsanity.org. Okay, so other than that, I want to mention, I know that the sniper fire in Bosnia comment is always very popular, and it is from back in the event is from back in the 90s, and the comment from later than that, but I would like to say that it is very rare for a person like Hillary Clinton to be caught in an outright lie. It's not how she lies with lies, it's how she avoids the truth, it's how she doesn't answer directly. Now, Hillary Clinton may personally be for Medicare for all. She may be for the public option, but she never fights for it. She's never a voice for it. She may be, in the 2008 election, she was pro-gun and pro-gun rights. In 2016, she is pro-gun restriction laws. It's in her bid for Senate, and in 2008 as well, she believed that a marriage was between a man and a woman, and in 2015 she's all of a sudden for it. These are the things that about Hillary Clinton that makes her untrustworthy. Now, people can say, oh, but everyone can change their minds. Yeah, they can. So let's give her the benefit of the doubt that she simply changed her mind and that she evolved. Well, I would, in the most basis way, doubt anyone that evolves that much so often and so much, because it shows you that she does not have a concrete sediment that she stands on, where she has her values and information. It shows you that she's willing and able to be re-informed, that she's able to re-evolve into not being pro-gay marriage now that she thought of it, or now that she saw how it looked. She finally, during the primary, came out against the TPP as it looked, and in the Charlie Rose interview, and since then, she's already starting to backpedal her opposition to the TPP.
Yeah, it's reasonably, one of the things that's been the problem in my view with Hillary's statements and how she handles either changing of positions or when she, quote, misspeaks, is she's notorious and habitually uses the "I'm sorry you're offended," I'm sorry you didn't understand what I meant, I'm sorry that, you know, those types of apologies that wouldn't pass the muster on a third grade playground is habitually what she does. And if you look at her apologies, go to the apology for Iraq, the apology for Nancy Reagan, the Nancy Reagan comments, the apology for any of those things. You look at them and you look at the types of apologies. If she even says I apologize or I'm sorry, it's in that kind of context. And when she changes a position, like you mentioned with gay marriage, she doesn't give us the substance about it. You know, it's like if I, you know, I think Brandon used the story. You know, it's like basically I was a young kid. I thought gay marriage was icky or whatever. Then, you know, I grew up, you know, got past being, or got like to being a teenager or whatever, and realized that that was kind of childish, and that's why it's not one of the reasons it's not an issue for me anymore. You know, Hillary hasn't taken us through that type of evolution of, this is why I came out and said marriage has been and was or is between a man and a woman, but now I'm totally fine with it being between two men or two women. What changed in between there? And that's what Hillary never seems to provide us. Whatever position is changing, like for instance TPP, it's like I thought it was the gold standard, and now I'm against it ambiguously because of some things that I can't articulate or let you know or show you as an example of, this is why I thought it was the gold standard, then I saw this, and now I think it's not. And until this changes, then I consider it not. No, it's going to be some vague environmental or worker protections that we know throughout the history of trade agreements aren't going to be enforced in any type of realistic way that generally and genuinely improves the quality of life for those workers or for the environment, as we've seen with, for instance, the Panama deal that we saw a while back and how that's affected farmers. And we covered that a while back in one of our previous shows.